How are you doing today?
I'm doing good.
First off, state your name and the position you're running for the record.
Denise Feliz. The position that I'm running for is Senator Secretary.
Great. Um, First things first. Are you free Thursdays 3:30 to 5 p.m.?
Yes.
What are the main motivating factors that led you to want to join the SGA?
The main motivating factors that makes me join SGA. Well, one of the reasons why I would like to join the SGA is because I'm actually a hands-on person and I like to, assist everyone the way I could. And I've been doing that ever since I got to the school. So, why not actually assist, in another platform than the one that I'll be assisting as a president of a club. So.
What are some of the goals and events you planned for the SGA, and how do you plan on achieving them?
Well, for the plans that I'm actually trying to, that I have in mind, we actually had a multicultural event not so long ago. Women's Month is coming up. We could actually do something about that as well, and not just a talk like we had it before. We also want to have some mental health workshops for people. So because to teach them how to identify mental health, and also something that actually triggers me sometimes is also the food insecurity that's going on around the campus, and we could actually get together and find out a way so we could actually do a nutrition workshop or a food insecurity workshop. So those are a couple of things from the top of my head we could actually accomplish through the semester.
Great. As you probably know, we have a lot of candidates. So what do you feel sets you apart from those other candidates?
I'm actually a hands-on person, and I'm a jack of all trades. So that actually set me apart from the other people. I do know how to work under pressure. I know how to actually manage time. I'm well organized, and I have actually run teams under my supervision before, and I think that actually set me apart from the rest of the candidates.
All right.
Besides the fact that I'm always here.
Right. So you'll be working with a team. What do you bring to the table, and how do you plan on bettering the team?
This table, to be exact.
That table, to be exact. Okay. How about my voice? Not only my voice, but also the voice of the students that actually come encounter with, and what I actually have been listening around. How about that? Be able to actually bring up all the concerns and all the so we could actually work out together as a community, for the school, and make the student life more comfortable than what it is right now.
Speaking of teams, how are you an effective team player? What experiences can you speak on that show that you're a team player?
I do have pros and cons when it comes to that. When it comes to team player, I do like to actually let somebody actually lead at first. But if I see that there's no pump, on the gas, so then that's when I actually take the leadership. And I don't care if you feel that, oh, you were a leader and you actually don't, you were assigned to be a leader, but if things has to be done, I make sure that they get done.
How can you bring your personal passions to the position, if you do get?
My personal passions to the position, I'm very persistent. So I could turn and 3 no's into a yes. So that's how I could actually bring this into the table. So I could actually I'm very convincing when it comes to things. So I could actually, like they say, sell a calm to a bull-headed man.
Great. There's always room for improvement in everything in life. So what are the things about hostels that you think has room for improvement, and what solution can you provide?
Well, things that I actually feel that I need to have improvement is always, overall, when it comes to hostels, I noticed ever since I came to the school, we actually are packed during the fall. However, during the spring, we are empty hallways. And the reason because of that is not only because, a lot of, some people actually think like, a lot of students are actually graduating in the fall instead of the summer, which is actually a good thing. Don't get me wrong. But, and the reality is that a lot of the students, they start coming into school during the fall, and then after this, during spring, they disappear. They never come back. There's not a lot of retention when it comes to that. So I feel that it could be a good idea if we could actually make the school more welcoming. And actually, I know the tabling is all over the place, and actually, we actually have a lot of resources, but a lot of students, believe it or not, they still don't know about the resources, which is weird. And another thing that I feel that it could actually mean room for improvement is also the availability of classes. There's a lot of classes that actually open up, and they're not open up at all times. So that could be actually something that could be arranged, and also space. We cramped up in here, so I know there's actually a building trying to be on development, but
Thank you. Like I said, you'll be working in a team of people. If you were to be in a disagreement with another member on the team, how would you approach them to end the conflict?
Well, I'm a head-on person, so I will actually let them know that I actually, we actually in a disagreement. And the thing is with that is that a lot of people actually have the tendency of telling others when it comes to directions is, I want you to do this. And that's actually the wrong way for you to say something like, for somebody actually to do it. Instead, you are supposed to say, I need you to do this. So it could be more approachable. So, but in the case that there is actually a disagreement between the two of us and we don't actually see eye to eye, then I had to bring a third party. So it could be a mediator, or actually could talk to the president and let him know what's going on.
Great. If there is something you didn't know about the SGA, what would you do to become more informed about the SGA?
What better way not to actually learn about SGA than pick the president's brain? So that's actually the best way for me to find out about SGA, or any of you guys, any of the senators, or even the student life activities. So any other mentors.
Great. This concludes this interview. Thank you very much for coming.
Thank you very much.